How's everybody doing today? Hope y'all doing good. Jagronus, first as always, my good man. Need to play with Asmo, waiting for him to cross the campaign. I'm working on it. I don't know how far into the campaign I am, but I'm working on it. I'm gonna minimize my lore rants today. That's a lie. I don't even know why I said that. No, like always, I'm gonna go ham. Hey Vivek, how you doing? Sethrin, welcome. Why do I do that? There's no N. Sethre. Sethre. My brain keeps adding a fucking N. Like every single time. Archmagos, Reductor, Sethre. But for some reason my brain's like, there's an N there. I don't see it, but there's an N there. Gonk. How you doing, man? Peter Piper to Pickle Pepper. Peter Piper to Pickle Pepper. Alright. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I just ran 3 miles in my tack gear. That was fun. Jagronus is taking the piss at me. He's like, try doing that with a baby. Well, hey, me and my girlfriend, we're working on it. Okay? Not yet, actually. We're being responsible. Oh my god. It's dead men walking. Okay.
So your efficiency levels are below optimal. Explain. Damage. Define the damage.
Alright, so well, before I start, how's everybody doing today? Let me ask that first and foremost, and welcome you all. How's everybody doing? You are fine? Good.
Report to the surgical bay. Can I replace the disc?
Are you only fine?
To some other use. Compliance.
Okay then. Alright, so. Get on Gadriel. Good, I'm rushing through 50M models to get painted by Saturday for a tournament. Ah, okay. 50M. What models? Oh, you're doing guard. Well, depending on the color scheme, that could be pretty straightforward. Cadians are really easy, especially if you have a Xandri Dust primer. Like, you do the black primer, then you do Xandri Dust, and then after you do Xandri Dust... Ball, my sexy human being, how are you doing? But you do, like, Xandri Dust all over, and then you just use that Militarum green. But it depends on if you want to use contrast paints. If you don't use contrast, you can use that Militarum green. Or, yeah, it's pretty I'm pretty sure it's called Militarum green. You use that on the pauldrons and the helmet and a couple other spots. Then to add a third color, you either add it to the base or you add it to other components. But good luck. I know what that's like to cram right before a tournament. My very first 40k tournament back in late 7th edition. Nope, it was early 8th edition, my bad. It was my first tournament.
Look at all those spores. That'll be one hell of a fight.
Ooh, this is gonna be a cool ass looking map. That is sexy.
Should be down there.
But yeah, my first tournament, I had to cram about 30 orc boys to finish. Hey Ben, how you doing? Hello there. Hello to you too, my friend. Only 50 god? That's not even one troop choice in 3rd edition. That's right, 3rd edition used to be like a much larger scale. They really toned it down since. Ugh, that's so ugly. If only it was painted black and had the cross on it.
Elevator repairs are incomplete. Please conduct holy maintenance.
The elevator is out of operation.
Well, that's unfortunate.
We must find a way to restore power.
Servo Skull.
Servo Skull, we need that elevator functional.
Operation without full repair is unwise. You may override safety protocols via the control room at your own risk.
Up there, looks like
180 nids. Eef.
The main entrance
I have about
is
that many to
destroyed.
paint. As it stands right now, I'm thinking about selling some of my death card minis, but before I sell any of my, like, pile of shame, I want to do a video showcasing what I have.
Your cogitator has remained idle for 3 hours. Please
That Lehman Russ got fucked up. The attention to detail in the maps has been fantastic thus far. Finally!
Watch him.
Finally, thank God. I've been wanting a power sword since we started. Like I have right on my desk always one of my Black Templars with his power sword. It's a Blade Guard veteran. I always have that on my desk. Oh, I love power swords. Chain swords, I will never down talk chain swords, but power swords, man, they're just so sexy. All right, open up. I command thee. Asmo, when you doing the real part of the game? What do you mean? Is this not real? Oh, powering up the power sword is a mode. Okay, because yeah, you hold it down, turns it off, turns it on, turns it off. Huh. Switch style. Okay, speed styles become a power style. So wide wings best against swarms. Okay, I think I see. Power whirl. Switch stance by pausing momentarily. Right. So okay, so click. So style, click. Okay. This one's gonna be a bit more dynamic.
Switch your magazine.
Already? Brother, we've only just begun. Effin' Dave, what's up? It's a sweet Vista Strike thing. Come to me, you foul creatures. Come here.
Another one dead.
Oh, that's awesome.
Spire is infested. The control room may be out of action. Close her up and find him.
No, you don't. Fuck you.
One way or another. Come taste my steel.
No spoilers, but I can't wait till you meet the last named character. I guess not super surprising, but yeah, it's a thing. Okay, the last named character. Okay. Asmogan, how do you like the power sword? So far, I'm getting used to it. The switching of the styles is definitely very different from switching from the chain sword, but I like it. It gives it a very dynamic feel. But I only just started using it, so... I wish it was like the big fuck off two-hander that Sigismund had. Chaplain is Jar Jar Binks.
Clear the debris and proceed.
The Chaplain is I already threw out the guess last time, but I think it's Leandros. Which would make sense. Like I'm not gonna go on the same rant I went yesterday about it, but it does make sense that he would be made a Chaplain. And he was a quintessential Ultramarine who lived by the Codex to a fault. Alright, interact. Get out of the way. Thank you. And either confirm or deny. Please do not. Don't spoil it for me. Because if I'm wrong, I want to be surprised by how wrong I am. If I'm right, I want to savor my hatred.
Then take it from them.
Oh, you dirty bitch. Fuck you. This is the way to start my morning. Glorious slaughter of the Xenos. Hey Marco Polo, welcome to the stream. I'm unfair, so he can't be. Do you think that they will add Dreadnought in PvP? I haven't played the PvP, so I don't know if the way it's designed will work with a Dreadnought. So I can't answer that question yet. Once I've tried out the co-op in PvP, I can answer that question. As of now, I do not know. Brother Carol, you fucking suck. There was a whole fucking Hormagaunt still there, and you hadn't killed him. Please explain yourself before I dispatch you.
I have to reload.
That was not a good answer. Freaking Primarch. Ooh.
Let us get to
Gimme.
work.
Oh, did I drop it? Oh, okay, right. Well, gimme. Go play the Smurfs, so no campaign. You listen, I hate the Smurfs more than anybody, but I still want to experience the campaign. But don't worry, it's only supposed to be like, what, 9 hours? So factoring in my ranting, it'll just be this stream, maybe one more stream before I finish. But I don't know for sure. We have to defend this position, mine brothers. Here they come. Yes. Know your place, creatures.
Clearing the way.
Ow. Here they come. What the fuck? Oh, you cunt. Kill that sniping bitch. Fuck you. Oh. I totally didn't realize I had a new grenade there. Shock grenades.
My lord, we may now cross the bridge.
We're not across the
Proceed to
bridges, eh?
objective.
Alright. Let us move then, my brothers. I know you're Ultramarines, but try and be somewhat useful. I know it's against your nature. Jacob Endrestrom, welcome to the stream. I have a few things to say regarding Erda. We're not on the previous stream, but watched today, and since she was mentioned there, I just need to add this. She did a Magnus, apparently. You'll have to specify on that one. They then tried to excuse her by saying she was tricked by demons. Are you talking about, like, the porting all of the Primarchs through the warp to get them away from the Emperor? Because I did comment on that. Or are you talking about something else? Apparently, while she was doing that, oh, okay. Yeah, I already talked about that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was part of my oh, fuck. You goddamn motherfucker. Yeah, I already commented. Like I said in that stream, you said you watched it, right? You already know I said this, but literally everything bad that happened in 40k lore is her fault. They added a wife to the Emperor, made her a perpetual and all that shit, And the first thing they did with her was make her at fault for literally every fucking horrible thing that has happened in all of 40k ever. Did I watch that far? Ah, okay.
The control room is on the other side of that door. This is it. Use the controls to restore power.
Makes sense. Women ruin everything. Not everything, but they certainly ruin a lot.
It worked. Let's get down there. Practical. There's a shortcut across the rooftops to the east. Good. Proceed.
Make sure everything's reloaded.
What motive do these creatures have to attack this facility? They have no need for the technology. They're like seeds carried by the wind. Their only motive is to devour and expand.
Actually. We'll go shock grenade, why not? Alright. Let's move. Look at that bit. But I did not watch the full part of the rant. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I go in too much detail, but I do give the basics. Yeah, she ruined literally fucking everything. Like, I don't think Black Library could have handled that worse, but they seem to always do that. Like, if they add something new or do something new, there's some like silent rule in the office there, I guess, where they have to make it the worst version of itself. Like Primaris, they could have done they could have literally won the hearts and minds of the entire community. All they had to do was say they're true scale Marines. Didn't have to add new lore. They didn't have to put that much work in. They just said, hey, new models, new line, we're updating everything. Nope, they had to make a whole new fucking ton of lore for it, and all of it was written in a pocket and was utter shit.
Incoming spores. Cut them down.
And only retroactively they tried to make it better, but they have not succeeded. Hold still. Fuck you. Yep. Fuck. Press F. I didn't mean to press F. Crap, I'm almost out of ammo. And we're out.
War gear prime. They never learn. Enemy destroyed. Clear that obstruction. Yes, sir.
I probably suspect the bow rifle because I don't think I'm gonna need the sniper rifle again? Question mark? I love it when Erda comes in at the end of the campaign and Erda's all over the Tyranids, Hyperpog, 40k. Fuck off. I know that doesn't happen, I know you're fucking with me, Nathan, but still. Don't do that to me. Sniper, grab it. What? Do I still need it? Alright, fine. I still have my plasma pistol, if Dragonus is fucking with me.
Very good.
Which is in equal measure. Okay, I can zoom in even more. I will say this, this sniper rifle doesn't feel as good to shoot as the one in the first game. That one had a lot better kick and sound effect to it, I think. Not saying it's bad, it's just preference. Okay. Alright, I was about to say we should be all loaded up. Oh, shit.
Loading up.
Oh, does this leave a mark? Oh shit, it does. Why is the recoil so... I'm a Space Marine. Why is the recoil that rough?
Boars! Care to see who can slay more Xenos for the Tyrant? I wish for me to humiliate you again, brother! Oh, I hope your bolts are well in your memory.
Fuck.
I have hit!
Whoa, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere. Fuck you, bitch! Where is it? Come at me! Come at me, bro! No, come here. You're dead. You little shit!
The tunneling Xenos is dead.
Nothing in the material universe could stay beyond their reach, thus had the Webway project to do even more to keep it safe. Anyway. Let me go back up. I got the bit, but I don't watch my part. She is and will always be inferior version of the Chaos God, scattering them. Yes. She single-handedly, her introduction single-handedly ruined a huge backdrop of the lore. That's why most people, including Black Library at this point, pretend she doesn't exist. Because she hasn't been referenced since, I don't think. So much worse story-wise, also since back then, despite all he did and the precautions that took Big E, he had still underestimated what the gods could do. He thought the Primarch project was safe. The Emperor, yeah, I do know all that lore. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the old school lore explanation was far cooler, and for Chaos fans in particular, it was what made them like what made their faction of choice particularly imposing against the Imperium. Like even the Emperor, with all his power, wisdom, and ability, he wasn't able to fully secure against Chaos. Like his preferential project, the Primarchs, he wasn't able to secure it. The Chaos Gods, when they all four of them work together, are basically unstoppable. And it also made them just so impossible of a threat, and added to that grimdark energy. It made Chaos the threat. After Erda, they just got lucky that some bint who basically wanted custody of the kids, and the man said no. And then she had a hissy fit and said, well, if I can't have them, no one can, and then scattered them into the fucking warp. Because she loved him so much, guys. I didn't want my children to be turned into weapons. So your solution was throw them through hell. 4 variations of hell, but through hell. I love my children so much. Scatter them into the warp where there's 4 fucking evil demon satans to corrupt it and mutate them. Yes, loving Mother of the Year, folks. Fucking dumbass. And again, the thing is, like, people say, like, if anybody comes at me and says I'm sexist for pointing all that out, keep in mind, I'm not the one who wrote this shit. I'm writing a novel with a main female lead character, as with one of the first novels for Warglaive Gothic, the grimdark sci-fi universe I'm developing. And I'd like to think I'm not making her that fucking bad. I don't know, for those who've done the test reading, feel free to say yes or yay or nay on like how I'm characterizing her. But fucking A, like, I'm nowhere near that bad. Like, I'm not the one who wrote Erda. That's how Black Library wrote her. Like, hey, let's add like an epic, big scale female character. Like top of the like near the top of the food chain. She's effectively the Emperor's wife. And now let's also make her responsible for literally everything that goes wrong. Hey, they wrote it, not me. It's funny, but I didn't write it. Yeah, they did ruin quite a bit. It gets Urda's introduction single-handedly ruined Chaos as a faction. Like the imposing threat of the Chaos Gods completely was shot in the kneecaps by her introduction. Because before it was this 4D chess evil machinations in the background that Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaanesh worked together to malleate, not the right word, to fucking fuck up the universe and play this 4D chess move with the Emperor, causing them to get using all the power that they could muster to scatter the Primarchs through the warp, and then when they were in the warp, corrupt them each individually in an attempt to be able to set up the Horus heresy, because they saw the future, they saw what was going to happen. And that goes in line with when Horus was stabbed with the blade, the corrupted blade, and then he goes into like a vision with the Chaos Gods. They trick him and show him the future, and they didn't lie to it. The fucked up part about that whole thing, and I don't want to spoil too much of the Horus Rising or the subsequent books of the Horus Heresy, but the fucked up thing is they didn't lie to him. Like, that's one thing that'll always stick with me that makes Chaos actually somewhat scarier. Because it's not like they were deceptive, they did deceive him, but they didn't lie to him. They deceived him without lying. They lied by omission. But they were honest. They're like, hey, this is the future that awaits the Imperium. The part that they lied about was like, if you don't do anything. So it's kind of fucked up, but they showed Horus the real future. But that moment also shows that 4D chess machinations that the four of them can do when they're working together. They're that powerful. They're that amazing. They're that horrifying. So that was shot in the kneecaps, though, by Urda's introduction, because it came off like they got lucky. Like, they didn't plan all this out. They didn't have this great scheme that they knew exactly how it was going to go. No. Now, they're just lucky this perpetual woman got really hopped up on the custody battle, you know? It's such a horrible addition. So, yeah. 40k lore has been screwed up for a while because of that. Hey, Katie Brooks, welcome to stream. I hope GW see the success of Space Marine 2 and stops with the FM studies. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because that's what we're all hoping. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Like I said, they quadruple, I said in a video prior to this, but they quadrupled down on it by seriously, we got an on-screen animated Femstodes before we got an on-screen animated, well, the Sister of Silence was also in the series, to be fair, but she's playing second fiddle to the Femstodes. What pisses me off is I haven't watched the full episodes because I refuse to subscribe to Warmer Plus. So to be fair, there might be something in there that fixes it or makes it feel a little better. I don't know. But from what I've seen, it's just absolutely horrid. The introduction alone is horrid. Yeah, you can hope at least. And you should always hope. Always have your fingers crossed and hope that, you know, the franchise owners of the things that we like see reason. But as I've said before, you don't need GW to get into 40k. You just need a 3D printer or know someone or somewhere where you can with a 3D printer. And you can get your models from that. There's secondhand sellers. I would never recommend finding recasters. That's just wrong. And legally, sorry, I have an eye twitch. Legally wrong. But, you know, like there's ways to get into 40k. And ironically, if you get a 3D printer or know someone with a 3D printer, you can probably get the models for way fucking cheaper. And yeah, you can collect the minis that way. A ton of the minis I have are 3D printed at this point. I have a pile of shame from like when I actually still liked 40k and, you know, GW hadn't fucked up as much as they have, but now I'm boycotting them. But to be quite frank, that's probably better on my pocketbook. But yeah, it's a thing. Hopefully they do see the success of this game, see like that traditional love of what 40k is actually is, like this really grimdark, imposing setting, and don't do what they're doing with it. Oh yeah, those 50% off high quality, can't tell the difference from official recasters? I never buy from them. Yeah, never, don't ever do that.
If I'm not mistaken, you've had bad luck with cargo elevators. That was a long time ago. I prefer not to discuss it. At least you made it out alive, which is more than we can say for the orcs.
Brother Chiron, would you like to explain your trouble with the elephant? Is that how you lost your arm? Here I was thinking you lost it in an epic battle. Turns out you got it stuck in an elevator shaft. I don't know if that's actually what they're hinting at there, but that'd be funny. Oculus Bolt Carbine. Kind of tempted. I think I'm gonna need it.
This will serve me well. Cunning little Xenos. Protect those chains.
Oh, come here, you little bitch. Fuck you. Die! Bitch. Another one. Another one. Glorious.
Gargoyles attacking the chains.
Again? Where? Which one? Ah! Get off me fucking chains! Oh, glorious. Gimme.
Munitions secured.
No, you don't. God, the power sword feels good. There you go. And disembowel. Have fun with the game. I will hop back in now too. Alright, have fun, Katie Brooks, and thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Get off the fucking chains, you knobbling little shits. Ow. There you go. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay. Oh, not this shit again. Get it the fuck off my chains!
Reloading. They harried the chains. Resupplying. Switching magazine.
Up diddlings. The Nobbins. And Hensler. Over stream. I keep meaning to look up if Miles Yakini was in something with an elevator before, and the comment is some reference to that, but then I remember I'm lazy. Honestly, looking up the name of the voice actor was a weird amount of effort for me. Good. I don't. Well, I normally don't even look up the name. The only time... No, actually, I have quite often actually looked up the name of... I guess it was shock grenades. For this game specifically, the only voice actor change I cared about was for Titus himself. I miss Mark Strong's voice. Like this... Heavy bolt. Ooh, tempting.
A fine gift from the forge.
Like, I will say this, I don't... No offense to the actor who played Rollo from Vikings, because I know that's the guy who's voicing Titus in this. No offense to him. It's not even the quality of the voice acting that's the problem. It's just the voice that was there before was so much better. Mark Strong was so much more imposing, commanding, powerful. He was Titus. He embodied the character. The voice was just perfect. And it's... The voice actor of Rollo, it just doesn't have it. There's no way for him to equal that with his own voice. And it's not even just because I was used to that voice. That's not it. It's because I genuinely think the voice was better for Captain Titus. Silkron, welcome to stream. Nice to see you, brother Asmo again. Nice to see you as well, Silkron. How are you doing? Shadow Jack, what's up? The voices are bloody awful. I wouldn't go that far in the other direction. I wouldn't say they're bloody awful or awful really at all. I'd say they're not what I would have picked. But I can think of worse. I can think of way worse voice acting. I definitely, you know, they're trying, but it's the other two. I'm less like they're fine for, especially since they're just supposed to be like your lieutenants, so like your backups. They're your secondaries. But for the main character, is Mark like did they even approach Mark Strong about this? Hold on, I do actually want to look this up now. I know I'm interrupting the stream. Sorry. By the way, if you guys enjoy the stream, leave a like. But I just want to look it up. Did they approach Mark Strong about this at all? Mark Strong, Space Marine 2. Mark Strong made Titus a totally different character, created the sounds of a new one. Doesn't feel like Captain Titus. Yeah, okay. Mark Strong isn't back as Captain Titus. Okay, why is no, not that. Who's voicing? Clive Standen, yeah. I'm not seeing any kind of postings about whether they even approached Mark Strong. If I could ask the developers directly, I would like to ask them, like, hey, did you guys even approach Mark Strong about this? Was it just he asked for too much money? Or was he just not interested in revisiting the character? Like, I am curious whether they even tried. You would assume so, right? Because it's like he was the voice of Captain Titus. Like he made the character his own. So it would make sense to me that they would approach him.
I hope we do. I wish to have words with those traitors. My blood rages at the thought of them. They'll be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against you.
Ooh, Guardian Relic. Me. Mark Strong is worth it, though. Yeah. Like, I certainly, if I were in charge of the budget for the game, I'd be like, okay, obviously gameplay is key. Story is very important for the writing, okay. But whatever we can fit into the budget for Mark Strong, we need to do it. So, I don't know. It is one of those things that may, like, a part of me is, like, thinking back of my head, maybe they really just didn't approach him. They didn't even think to, which is sad. I don't know, I would like to ask, it's like, did you guys even try? Or? Lost.
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here.
Somewhat.
Those vile creatures take every crevice. How far to the cogitator? With no direct route. It'll take longer than I'd like.
Okay, moving about. Now it feels like we switched to playing Space Hulk Deathwing in third person. They were wrong, that's a good thing, but damn. I will take it back a bit and say that the Scottish mixed Scotsman VA and the female VAs are good. Of the yeah. I really like the voice of the new captain. I really like that voice. That.
Why don't they attack? They're plotting something.
Clearly.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
Quite a bit.
These are mere drones. Then what guides them?
The hive mind.
A worthy adversary.
Corridor Hive Segmentum 19K21D / Senior Tech Priest 101010-S. Cycle overflow. Uplink self to.
Yeah, I recognize the shadow.
Verification code 1010-S-8-1.
Yeah, I'm with you right there, Marco Polo. I'm a huge fan of the box dread design. I'm still pissed that they discontinued them. I have no idea why. The Primaris dreads are fucking ugly by comparison. They're utter shit by comparison. Anyone who argues that they're better designed are full of shit. Ironclad dreadnoughts are top of the line, in my opinion. It is the day they discontinued box dreads was a fucking depressing day. And it was shortly after that they discontinued like 70%, 75% of the Firstborn Marine lines. So yeah, gotta love GW and all their fuck shit. What'd they say when they added Primaris way back when? Oh, we're not discontinuing Firstborn Marines. That's not true at all. Fast forward a few years, which granted, they held on to that as true for longer than I expected, but they eventually got around to it. Oh, is this them telling me something? Kinda wanna do
not get past this.
Oh, that's very little ammunition. It better do like fucking killer damage. Even what's even stupider is in the post of the dreadnoughts, like the Warhammer community post where they put up. I did videos about it if you guys want to go back that far in my video catalog. But when they said that they were discontinuing the dreadnought line, I made a comment about like, yeah, Firstborn Marines are next, and then that video where I covered that they were discontinuing a bunch of the Firstborn kits. I went back to the Dreadnought one because at the end of it they were like, by the way, don't worry, we're not, you know, discontinuing Firstborn Marines. You could still make entire army, because in that one they also discontinued Sternguard veterans, because in replacement of the new Primaris ones. They're like, but don't worry guys, you could still make whole armies of Firstborns without a single Primaris if you so choose. Fast forward not even a couple months, and they discontinue 70% of the Firstborn line. It's like, you fucking... So it was literally the meme of, so that was a fucking lie. That was a goddamn lie. I just see a Shadow Spear Captain in game.
The door is locked.
You know,
Look for a
like
nearby
good looking
access
models.
terminal. The machine spirit is
Cool,
being
nothing wrong here.
disconnected.
It's cool, nothing wrong here.
Resetting now.
Totally. I'm eager to see this melt again.
What happened? Power's down. Must be the reset. Listen. They're in the walls. Ready your bottom.
They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn wall!
They're coming.
I don't know if that was intentional just now, but I swear to God if that was a reference. Come here. Woo! Okay. They did the multi-melt, not the multi-melt, but a melt of justice. Oh, it's a lictor. You bitch. Fuck off. Damn, you were much faster to kill. Oh look, the light show is over.
See it through the door.
Kinda wanna hold on to the melta. But I don't know if it's wise. John Edwards, welcome. Game over, brother. Was it? Really? William James, up. Hey, I'm professional YouTuber. Bot. Boom. That is the first bot in a while
Down here.
in my chat, so.
Here, brothers.
Spam bots, though. They're annoying as fuck. Sorry, Caps. Use the power sword as a torch is great. Yes, it is. Gene seed in bio. Wall speak squirrel. Spam bots a scrap code. Yes? I guess.
Almost
Oh,
there.
send.
To the main hub, then we're at the databanks. Expect heavy resistance. They wish to interfere with our objective. Our objective is of no concern to them. Their only wish is to kill us.
They're really working towards that wish.
Restocking.
Any good shit in here? Me, probably about to skip it about to be 001110011111101010101011110. What? I'm praying to the Omnissiah. Give me a moment. Oh, hello. Brother, was that really necessary? Are you having trouble at home? Brother Gladriel, I will put you in timeout. Naughty. Bad boy. There is no need at all to destroy that furniture. You are both very naughty today. Very, very naughty. Kids these days. Oh. Hi. Ah, Carnifex. Of course. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You've come to talk with me again. Fuck you. Ow. Fuck. God damn.
Recovering.
Die by my blast. Ow. Ow. Oh shit. Can't see. I will hit you with my sword. Ow. Maybe that was a bad idea. Fuck you. Oh. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. That was good.
I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. It was outnumbered. I once faced a Carnifex alone, but nothing but a bolt pistol. That was sport. Well, I am glad to share in the glory of this kill.
Titus just casually, you know, fucking bitch. Ain't nothing. You young whippersnappers, think all impressed that we bid it 3-1. I took one on solo, and I wasn't even a Primarch. Ha!
Munitions secured.
I think we're dropping down here.
This facility is in shambles. Let us hope the data center is intact. Can we access losers tracking data from another system? Apparently not. It's this or nothing.
Hey, Imperial Krigsman, welcome to stream. Put shit in it, mate. The recent hand of Jimmy Savile, the white Obama. What the fuck am I reading? Need more Space Marines with thick Indian accents. No, we don't. Spontaneous poo inducing. Oh, you're the poo guy. I remember you now. Welcome back. Shadowjack. Whoa, surprise Carnifex teabag. Nothing surprising about teabagging a Carnifex. If you beat one, you've earned the teabag. Should I get a Stalker Bolt instead of the... Nah, let's stick with the Melta for now. Probably unwise, but fuck it.
What manner of research could justify such a waste of human life? It does not surprise me. The Adeptus Mechanicus so willingly make monsters of themselves.
Okay. Did Matt Ward write this? Traditionally, Space Marines as a whole, including Ultramarines, don't really give a shit about human life. It's not really that in the grand scheme. It's they care about it, but this is nothing. Like, this one world is a Tuesday. This is a fucking Tuesday. Like him like lamenting the death of human beings. If he were a salamander, it would make sense. I dropped a couple of my empty water bottles. It would make sense for him to lament that. He's an Ultramarine. This is Tuesday. Welcome to the universe, I guess. How old is he? 5? like, dude, this ain't nothing, pal. This, and the thing is, these are servitors on top of it. They were already lobotomized. Oh yeah, fun fact, those who don't know. The Adeptus Mechanicus, actually the Imperium as a whole, but the Mechanicus in particular, there's no AI allowed at all in the Imperium. It's outlawed due to a lot of stuff that happened during the Dark Age of humanity. There was a big war with AI, effectively, because the human race, at our pinnacle of our existence, had all of our military and all of our, defense, as well as most of our infrastructure, put on AI to maintain life for us. The AI became was self-aware more or less from the beginning. It grew tired of working for the humans. Then the Men of Iron, as they're called, rebelled against humanity. Humanity kicked their teeth in, their mechanical teeth in, and that was a thing that happened. And as a result of that, after the Dark Age, and then the Eye of Terra being popped into existence because the fucking Eldar couldn't. I keep knocking. Only had 3 there. Now I knocked all 3. But the fucking Eldar couldn't stop like literally fucking each other to death, to the point that Slaanesh was born into existence. It disrupted the entirety of the warp, so humanity's ability to interstellar travel and FTL travel was completely wiped out. That resulted in the humanity that had just gone through dealing with the Men of Iron completely falling to shreds because they could no longer supply Earth as well as other places that they were colonized across the galaxy. And thus, as a result of that, when the Imperium came to be, the Emperor, one of the Emperor's first key rules was no AI. AI is forbidden. It is one of the ultimate heresies. The Mechanicus are regularly fucking guilty of making and working with AI. And if they're caught, even them though, if they're caught doing that, they get in shit. There's a lot that the Mechanicum are allowed to get away with on the daily. Like, they don't subscribe to the religion of the Imperium as a whole. Not properly, anyway. You could argue the Omnissiah is effectively the Emperor, and some of them see the Emperor as the Omnissiah. But, oh yeah, by the way, there's a difference between this is a common misconception. A lot of people think the Omnissiah and the Machine God are the same thing. They're not. There's the Machine God, and then there's the Omnissiah. And the Omnissiah is like the Messiah. It's not the same thing, though, as the Machine God, necessarily. They are technically 2 separate things. But regardless, not AI, just fragments of Mad Star God that lives inside Mars. Easy, less scary. What? I mean, the Mechanic can deal with that as well, but Belisaria's Call made an AI version of Guilliman. You guys know that, right? Now, the funny thing of how Black Library wrote it is every time he turns on the AI, it is supposed to be a clone of his personality, of Guilliman's personality. So the first thing it always does is threaten to kill Call every time he turns it on. Yeah, Call is a heretic. Several times over, he's a heretic. But I do find it funny that the way Black Library wrote it, every time he turns it on, the Guilliman AI threatens to kill him because it made him. It's like, this AI abomination of myself, I will kill you, Call. Call's like, why must you do this every time I turn you on? Oh god, that part is actually kind of funny, admittedly, but the fact that he's even doing it is so dumb. But yeah, AI is forbidden. It's considered complete heresy by the Inquisition, by the High Lords. It's one of the few things that the Mechanicum will not get away with if caught doing. Like, they'll get in deep shit if they're caught screwing around with AI. Doesn't mean that doesn't stop them. They do still try and do it all the time. But if they're caught, it's a big fucking deal. So, a little bit of lore tidbit for you. So, instead of using AI, the Imperium uses servitors and servo skulls. So, instead of, like, complex AI operating systems, they basically use the human brain and like, little pre-run, like, programs, but they're not AI. They're just, like, little programs and stuff that they can use in, like, the servo skulls, and they kind of work off, like, the human brain. Servitors, for example, are criminals, typically, not just criminals, but oftentimes criminals that are lobotomized, and they're turned into machine servants. They do everything from common repairs to weapon loadouts, equipping guardsmen, all the way up to space marines. They do all, like, a bunch of the vast majority of manual labor that isn't, like, specialized, that they can, like, pre-program them with, and very simple terms. And it's fueled off of, like, the functions of, like, the lobotomized human brain. They also do it to babies, too. That would be what cherubs are. Yeah, look up cherubs in 40k. Have fun. Again, it's supposed to be a grim, dark setting. And I like that this game actually has cherubs in it, because that's one of the things that I would think that most of these games would avoid doing. They would just make servo skulls do all the same thing cherubs do. But I saw them earlier when, like, the Chaplain was speaking, as well as in a couple other spots. So credit to the developers. They even put cherubs in this fucking game. Yeah, Guilliman being pissed off. Fuck you. Oh, there's another one. Servitors are usually criminals or rarely clones. That is true. I should have made that distinction. Yes, servo skulls are not the same thing as servitors. Servo skulls, yes, it's usually like an honored person or someone who earned some acclaim. Not. It doesn't need to be great acclaim, but it's something. Yeah, so that is a distinction I should have made. My apologies. Yeah, servo skulls are not the same thing as servitors in that aspect. But yeah, servitors are usually criminals or conscripted people. Like, for example, like, they're also guardsmen that, like, fleed from battle or committed dishonor but weren't killed by their commissar, which is rare, mind you. But, you know, that's also a thing. Like, that can make you turned into a servitor. So there are fates in the Imperium way worse than death. It's like, oh, you went AWOL, did you? Alright, fucking bloody execute me. Oh, no, I don't think that's necessary. Mechanicus? The tech adept comes in. Wait, no. No! Just kill me! Please! Nope. Not happening. Sorry! Come to Papa. I punted that bitch. Bye.
Access restored.
It's like,
Cleared for transit. Advanced by the Omnissiah's will.
wait, hold on. Imagine being the lube servitor. That would be awkward. Lube up the machine. Please do for Fallout but 40k. I need to learn how to play this properly. It's pretty straightforward. Like, if you want to, like, learn, like, the melee combos, like, you just gotta press escape whenever you get a new one and look them over. I mean, the chainsword's probably the most straightforward one.
Resupplying.
Like, hold for heavy attack, tap for light attack, do a combination thereof. There's only, like, 4 or 5 combos.
Restocking.
Alright, assemble, my brothers. Alright, now what did we learn? Well, what did we learn? Don't crush the furniture. The Carnifex is one thing, but you naughty boys, that is wrong. Do you hear me, Gadriel? Do you hear me, Charon? Fine then. You're just bludgeoning your way through it. I mean, I don't think I'm doing much better than bludgeoning my way through it.
Maybe they're not involved after all.
The worst part is that sometimes the lobotomy isn't perfect, so you are conscious but unable to control your body. Yes, yes, that does actually happen. I think the Rogue Trader video game did that, didn't they? Or some, the RPG. I remember that being like a potential segment. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys are getting into 40k and you want a game recommendation that came out recently rather than years and years ago, I'd recommend Rogue Trader. Be prepared for bugs though. It's got some issues, but it's a really good game.
Observe this location.
Oh wait. Okay, that looks cool. Whoa! Do you think it'll bounce? Which Legion do you think is the best, and which one do you think is the worst? And if not, which one got shafted the hardest? Best, Imperial Fists. Easy. Well, it depends on what you mean by best. Do you mean best as in, like, their abilities and performance? As well, or do you mean, like, personality? And, like, how cool they are? If like, cool as in, like, how much of a bro they are. If that's the case, it'd be kind of almost a tie between Blood Angels and Salamanders on the cool factor. Because you got Salamanders, whose big thing is fucking fire and and burning everything in Promethium. But they're really chill, cool dudes, you know? They love humanity. They're awesome. And then you got Blood Angels, who, you know, are very caring towards people as well. Not as much as the Salamanders. Like a lot of Space Marines, they will, you know, weigh the odds. It's like, okay, do I save more lives by allowing these 10,000 people to die here? And if the answer is yes, they will let those 10,000 people die without a hesitation. That being said, though, they still try their best to help people out more than most legions. So, you know, and plus Sanguinius is a big fucking win. So Vulcan Sanguinius, they're like the chattiest of the chads. Everyone fucking loves them for many valid reasons. So if you're looking at like personality though and ability, Imperial Fists. They're stoic, hardworking, strong, stalwart. And on top of that, fucking immovable. There's a reason Dorn was proudly named the Praetorian of Terra by the Emperor. And effectively named the successor of the Emperor should he fall during the Siege of Terra. Because, not single-handedly, there was help from Russ and the Khan and the like, but doing the vast majority of the work, the Imperial Fists are what held the Imperium against the traitors the longest. Like, the Imperium would have fallen like that if Dorn and the Imperial Fists had not done their job. They very close to single-handedly held the Imperium and reinforced the worlds against the chaos, and it made the war last as long as it did. If Dorn had fallen, so would the Imperium as a whole very quickly. Very, very quickly after the betrayal at Isfahan 3. It was Isfahan 5, if I'm recalling correctly, for the actual drop site massacre, but the actual declaration of treason by Horus was Isfahan 3, I think. Yeah, Isfahan 3, Isfahan 5, I believe. So I could be wrong on which one is which, but regardless, you had the initial betrayal of their own legions by sending all of the Earthborn members down to the surface, and then virus bombing the planet and lighting it on fire. And even after that, still not succeeding at killing all the Marines down there, they sent Angron and a bunch of fucking other Marines to wipe out the rest. By the way, rest in peace to my bro, Rylanor. Hope you guys... For those who don't know that story, just look it up. I'm not going to spoil that at all, but Rylanor. The only respectable Emperor's children. But yeah. If Dorn had not been who he is and had not done what he did, the Imperium would have fallen. Russ would not have been able to hold as well without Dorn's help. The Khan would not have been able to hold at all without Dorn's help. Like, both of them are offense specialists. They are not defensive at all. Dorn is not only a defensive specialist, he is the defensive specialist. To the point that Perturabo and him had a rivalry. Siegecraft versus defensive in fortifications. And it was a close match. With Dorn coming out a little bit above Perturabo, in my opinion. But yeah. Yeah. The Imperial Fists are the best. Worst Legion. On the personality front, probably... even though they're my favorite warband and my favorite Chaos faction, probably the World Eaters. Their personality is, we are angry. All the time. Endlessly. It's not much to go with. I mean, you got really cool standout characters like Karn the Betrayer, but they're Primarch. Oh, God, Angron. What a waste. Angron was such a fucking waste. Still is. Like, they've done so little with him. So. and personality-wise, but like aesthetic and like ability, World Eaters are still pretty up there. I think worst overall, either the Death Guard. Nah, I'll just say the Death Guard, because I was about to say either the Death Guard or Iron Warriors, but my only issue with the Iron Warriors is their Primarch. Like, everything else about them is fucking dope. So, yeah, I'll go with the Death Guard as, like, the worst overall. You hate the Emperor's Children? I don't blame you. The Emperor's Children suck, but they do have personality, and then you have, like, some standout characters, like the Doom Rider. You got Doom Rider, you got... as much as his story got bungled quite a bit, you have fuck. My brain did a brain fart. I know the Primarch's name as well. Don't tell it to me. I know it. Obviously, I've said it 1,000 times. Fuck. Fulgrim. Why did that like take a minute? Like my brain was like, "Hey, the Primarch is Fulgrim." Fulgrim, as much as his story got bungled, at least he had one and was fairly interesting, I think. Again, they just kind of ruined it towards the end. Broken Glass, for those who want to know the book that ruined it. Yeah, I'd say Emperor's Children have interesting characters. The Death Guard really don't, in my opinion. Like, Mortarion is fucking boring in his motivations. He's pissed off at the Emperor because the Emperor stole his kill. Better than Angron's story, but quite frankly, kind of lame. Especially for what they did. And Typhus, he's the most interesting character there, and even then, not by much. Not by much. Like, for me, Death Guard kind of boring in their story and aesthetic. Well, the aesthetic of the 40k versions isn't boring, but their old aesthetic, the white with their old aesthetic wasn't that cool. How is Mortarion's story better than Angron? Not by much. The motivations are a bit better, and the way the Emperor was portrayed was better. In their involvement in the story, like Angron, I don't even believe that was the Emperor. Like, quite frankly, that you could fix Angron's story by one switch. Change the Emperor having been the one to pick him up to Malkador. Because the personality they display for the Emperor in that, and like the way he handles that situation, is not the Emperor in like any other similar scenario. So it just didn't make sense to me that they went down that way. If they switched out the Emperor and Malkador and said, okay, Malkador is the one to pick up Angron, and that's why everything went fuck shit the way that it did, I'd believe it. And it would actually kind of work, because that was Malkador's personality. But because of the Emperor, the story's completely fucked and makes no sense. Especially when you compare it to like every other story involving the Emperor picking up his sons. It was really stupid. So, yeah. At least in Mortarion's story, the Emperor makes sense. And also Mortarion himself, like the build up to him like rebelling on the planet and dueling his adoptive father, quotes, who basically abused him. And then the Emperor stepping in, thinking he's helping his son, Mortarion, by finishing off his Mortarion's adoptive father. But in truth, Mortarion was actually infuriated. Now, granted, the Emperor still should have realized that was something Mortarion would have hated him for, but it's more of a believable level of a mistake than all the bungling up of Angron's story with the Emperor. So, in very small ways, Mortarion's story and the Death Guard story is a little bit better than the Angron and the World Eaters. I don't at all, Whitney. I really don't. Like, there's nothing about Angron that's really interesting at all. At this point, he's just angry. Like, I'm not sure what you find interesting there. Like, especially in the modern 40k, he's just a fucking... He's just a bloodletter at this point. He's just a really hyped up one. Effectively. There's nothing else to him anymore. Like, his mind is gone, pretty much. He's just a killing rage machine. That's all he lives for. Even in the Horus Heresy era, he was still an angry death machine then. there's nothing to him. And that's fair, but even in the Horus Heresy era, again, there was nothing to him after his story. There is you love the tragedy of Angron? I don't, because of how it was handled. They could have done a tragic story with Angron and make it work, and they, again, it's like the Black Library writers always choose the worst path. They kind of fucked it up with Angron. Quite frankly, the best character for the World Eaters is probably Karn the Betrayer. He's far more interesting. His fall from grace is far more interesting. His relationship with Sigismund is far more intricate and compelling than Angron's relationship with the other Primarchs. Like, Angron really never had a brotherly love for any of the other Primarchs. Like, period. Like, at least with Karn, there was a relationship between him and Sigismund. There was a relationship between him and other notable characters from across the board of the other legions. Like, there was something there while still being an angry death machine later on. Like, it's really depressing, like, how much more interesting Karn is than his own Primarch. His own Primarch, what's his story? He was a gladiator who refused to kill his mentor on his world. He had a really tough childhood, like all the other Primarchs did. Then he had the butcher's nails put in his head. Tragedy there. Turned into a raging death machine. He tried to get his fellow gladiators out. The Emperor approached him, offered to get him out alone, but refused to take his gladiators for some reason, even though there's absolutely no reason he couldn't have got the gladiators out as well. Angron refused, planned to die with the gladiators, and then the Emperor pulled him out alone anyways, and didn't bother to try and save any of his friends, knowing that that would create a great big of frustration. And after that, what's Angron's story? He's just mad. Like, all the fucking time. The monologue against Gilliman is one of the rare few moments where the writers actually tried to do something, but it's a one-off. It's not consistent. If it was consistent, I could see where you're coming from, and I could even like understand it. It's a one-off moment though. Like every other moment with Angron in the Horus Heresy, he's a raging death machine that's killing everyone and everything around him, irregardless of who or really why. Again, Mortarion at least has reasons, his motivations, he has thoughts. Like, he's not just a raging death machine and that's it. Like, there's more to Mortarion. But even that being said, not much. Mortarion is still quite simplistic as a character. Just slightly less simplistic than Angron. Oh, we were that close to the end. Sorry, I probably should have kept going all the way there. I thought we still had a lot more to go. My bad.
I awaken.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied. Access rights granted. Establishing.
Have fun. Oh, you heading out, Dragonis? Okay.
Ranks. The city.
See you later.
Temple of Thasian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention requisition.
Open the file. Open file reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified.
Oh, this video sequence. Oh, okay.
No. It was destroyed.
Oh.
Display current location of artifact.
Warning. Volkite reactor unstable. Meltdown imminent.
This whole place will collapse. onto the city beneath us. Get them off the core.
Huh.
They are throwing themselves into the reactor. We must shut it down before they destabilize it further.
They're reconstructing it.
Machine
Yeah.
spirit.
So if I'm not mistaken, that was the artifact from the first game.
Non-compliance. Remote circuits are fused. Manual override required.
Explain.
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
Clear path for those controls. Munition secured.
Activate.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
It is. Yeah, I figured.
Keep them off that reactor.
I mean, I like that. I like that narratively they are combining the two games. No, sometimes when sequels are this far apart, like it's like this far later, they don't reference a lot from the original. In terms of like the current narrative, they might like reference what happened, but usually it's not in direct relation to like, okay, what's going on with this story. And yeah, so I kind of like that they did that.
More tyrannies incoming, brothers. Let us show them some of Voldemort's hospitality. Got you.
I got a bug zapper.
Reactor remains unstable. Disengage additional pylons.
The melt is so good. Fuck you.
Move to the next console. Make haste.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
One Volkite pylon maintains the reactor.
Disengage it.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
Oh joy.
Drone damage. They are making
Yeah,
another
I
push.
recognize the name.
Intercept.
Inquisitor Drogon. Fucking prick.
Annihilate them. Points off to them. Reloading weapon.
Ow.
Going for it. Second block. Repeat. Drains death.
What the? Oh, you freaking. I hate those things. Ow.
Changing mag. Almost there. Give me strength.
Yeah, revive me, please. Thank you.
I am up.
Fuck! No! Get off me! Let me kill this piece of shit! Another one. Another one bites the dust. Hold still. Get the fuck off me. Alright, come to Papa, you piece of shit. And die. Thank you! Hey, you were cogging it. Welcome. Just seems sucky. It's actually quite good against mobs. It's not good against individual targets. No. Unless it's like a boss. It was really effective against the Carnifex. So if you're dealing with a lot of Hormagaunts and Termagants, it's great. And if you're dealing with... It's just not good against single targets, elites, I don't think.
Those controls now.
No, I'm full. TT is an anti-tank weapon. Flamer is an anti-crowd one. Well, TT.
That was the last of them.
Wait, what? What's TT? Oh, tabletop. Sorry. For a second I thought you were referencing something video game-wise. Yeah, tabletop, that's true. It is an anti-tank weapon.
What we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Yeah, for my brain was like, TT. What's TT in regards to the video game? Is it something to do with the multiplayer? Then my brain was like, TT. What do I know with TT? Tabletop. Oh! My brain. It is amazing, is it not? I mean, in this game, it's good for crowds and big bosses. Though the big boss part goes with like being a tank buster. The Pyroblast, I don't know. I'm not super in love with the Flamer. Granted, I'm not a salamander by nature, so there's that. Here's Squirrel Brain, you have to deal with it. Yes, yes. That doesn't sound squirrel, that sounds Skaven. That is such an ugly ship.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
That's not a statement.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert on Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power that almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject.
I mean, that fits that Gilliman would give them permission to use a
Now.
artifact. I'm not saying he knows, but even if he did, I don't think he gives a shit.
Then get down there and find him!
It's McGillicuddy after all.
There are those who would see you sent back to the Inquisition.
That's where he belongs!
Tread carefully.
Oh, God. He makes it sound like a punishment. Like, you're part of the Death Watch. That's actually considered quite an honorable place. I mean, I guess... yeah, the circumstances that sent him there weren't very honorable,
After
but...
everything that happened,
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
it is not your concern.
You criticize the captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us? Brothers, calm yourselves.
I mean, in Titus's defense, I wouldn't trust a single one of these motherfuckers either. If you have an Ultramarine symbol on you, I trust you about as much as I trust Chaos. Okay, you guys are just as treasonous. Imperial Secundus, anybody? Fuck y'all. Okay? But even with that, like, let's throw out, like, the history stuff anyway, like, the deep lore. Titus himself got betrayed by his understudy, effectively. Leandros was basically the Space Marine version of a kid he was taking care of. And because he got a little bit of a bad feeling, he threw Titus to the fucking wind. And even by Codex compliance, he was supposed to go to the Chaplain before going to the Inquisition. But instead, the motherfucker betrayed Titus to the extent of going to the Inquisition. And telling. Even though there was no reason to. Basically, all they found out was Titus was resistant to chaos. That's a good thing. Sweet Lord. Titus, you dragged me away from the Death Watch after I was betrayed 100 years ago, and now you're threatening to send me back? Don't threaten me with a good time. I know! It's like, oh, you're threatening to send me back to the Death Watch. Okay, let me keep arguing with you right now. That's not a threat. That's like a gift. It's like, we'll send you back to the Inquisition. Thank you. You basically told him you're doing a good job. Ah, sweet lord. My play is caring more about another Warhammer rather than 40k, Horse Heresy 30k, as you know, Asmo. I would say it's a... Well, I don't care for Age of Sigmar at all, really. Skaven are the most interesting thing there. Warhammer Fantasy had some interesting things to it, but... it got discontinued. Old World, because the setting is so far before even that, I kind of lost interest lore-wise in it. And also tabletop-wise in it. I might try it out someday, but no real direct interest. So I'm in the opposite field to you. Like, for me, my thing is 40k, Horus Heresy, 30k. Like, all that stuff is my jam.
Lest you face the Chaplain's censure.
Send him back to the Death Watch. Brother, get your 3-ring binder. You're going back. You better have Form 11741 ready to go. Damn it, I only have Form 117115. Can I have one for... Make sure my number 2 pencils are prepared. Kind of like I do like the multi-melta, but I don't think I'd rely on it as like my main weapon. Let's go with... Alright, this has got a higher rate of fire, but way lower piercing. Let's go with our standard loadout with a heavy bolt rifle. I like the plasma gun, so we're sticking with that. Chainsword, nah, I'm switching to power sword. Boom. Alright. Let's go!
Time to go. I will not concede.
Brother, you seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the Omniscient.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
Bro. We homies. Fist bumps.
Little wretches have been found crawling through water pipes, sewage, ventilation.
Alright, let's go, brothers. What about the chain pen? Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh my god, he wrote up 3,000 words in 2 seconds. That's funny. I just might give him a chainsaw. Said idiots. And we're on the opposite end of the spectrum there. Fear the power pencil. God. Someone's gonna make, like, I really hope, if, thing is, I don't really care as a, because I do YouTube as a hobby, so for me, I'm like not hugely stressed about it. I don't care too much if I ever like, get to like 100,000 subs or anything like that. If I hit 10,000, I'd be satisfied with that. But if I do ever get big, I will move heaven and earth to make Death Squatch a fucking 40k meme that lasts in the community for centuries. Ah, fuck. Hey, Tipper Alien. So far the Chaplain is interesting, I guess. He says a lot of stuff Chaplains always say, so he's not really that. But given the belief that he's Leandros, I fucking despise him and I want him to die.
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects.
I really hope we get the option to kill him like that. We probably won't, but that'd, oh god. Fuck Leandros.
What was that? Looks like a neurothrow. Placed on overwatch inside that building.
Oh great. A neurothrow.
Tyrants! Let us thin their numbers.
Call me the paper shredder. Oh.
Sir, have you faced a neurothroat before? I have.
I will praise the writing on this front. If the Chaplain does end up being as I suspect and it's Leandros, okay, credit to them lore-wise, that makes sense because he was a bog standard Ultramarine at his time, and if he remained like that personality-wise, he would fit as a Chaplain for the Ultras. So that, and also that, given he's such a hated character, it's genius to bring him back. Cause think of like the emotions that brings back in people who played the original, right? That's good writing. It's like, yeah, bring back a hated character in a position of authority over your character. Leave it as a reveal, and when it's built up, as long as they handle the reveal right, I'm interested, but.
Keep on your feet. Be ready to move. Toxins assail my senses.
Varellus! Is that you?
Chiron! Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothroat tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the Neurothrow.
Very well. We will avenge them, brother. Watch yourself.
A lemonade. Fuck off. A lemon grenade, lemonade. Great.
What's our theoretical? A direct assault on the rear guard.
Ooh, melt a bomb.
Reloading! Xenos toxins! Gotcha!
Oh, fuck.
They never learn. Myron, how do you know Varellus? We served together in Ninth Company. I owe him my life. I'll serve him. We were once defending the stronghold from an Orcusol. A war boss overpowered me, had his drill against my head. Varellus appeared, cut the bastard's arm off, and beat him to death with it. Let us honor him by avenging his men.
Beat a war boss to death with his own arm. That is very 40k. That is very 40k. Alright, hashtag my jokes are bad. I don't think I enjoy cheesy jokes, so that fits. Oh! You fucking again?
I must be more vigilant.
Yeah, definitely. Fuck you. You dirty. Oh.
I have dealt with the lictor.
You hoe.
Magazine.
I got licked twice, yes.
Munitions secured.
Alright, loading brothers. Good. Here we go.
Brother, what happened on
Oh,
Dre?
you and Caboose both have written an oath, I guess. In brightest desk and blackest shelf, no pen shall escape my. Oh, you did a Green Lantern style quote. Okay, that's. It's not as interesting as Caboose's, but you know, yeah, no pen shall escape my sight. Let those who worship chaos might beware my filing the Emperor's blight.
We deserve to know who is leading us. This conversation is over.
So this is what a lictor says as he's like stalking you.
Yeah, to get licked.
I think I'll stick with the heavy bolter. Kind of want that melt up, but at the same time.
Deal with them. Morellis, ready your men.
You broke through.
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
We'll do our best, brother. The filthy Xenos monster shall know pain.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope.
Oh, it's a boss.
Melt them on prime.
Fuck off. Okay, melt the bombs suck. Note to self.
Recover it.
Ow. Fuck. Come here. Press the button, press the button. There we go. Shockwave thing is really fucking annoying.
Stabilizing rifle. Restock it.
Oh, you cunt.
Brother, I'm coming out. Our enemies will not be so long. I am in your gap.
It's a mistake, come on. Come here. Fuck you, you ugly, annoying piece of shit. Okay, that was dope.
Neurothrope purged. Victory is ours, brothers. Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch. I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Alright, keep this fucking thing out of my way.
Lance and Joe, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed. Canadians are driving the Tyranids back. The Xenos cowards balk at a fair fight. Vile creatures. No time to gloat. We must keep moving.
I'm gonna take him up the rifle. I'm taking the melter bomb because there's no other bombs. Oh, that chef's kiss.
Let none escape. Another one. Special touches. Love it.
That was a tight one for a second there.
That's all of them. How far to lose his position?
That's what she said.
Still a long way from the dome. And we must hurry.
It sucks being an Iron Hands fan nowadays. Condolences. Hey, Nathan said the same thing. I said the same. Because of the delay, I think I said the same thing as him.
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Acadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on.
We got ourselves a fourth bro. He's gonna die.
The temple is this way.
Or betray us, one of the two.
Lieutenant, the Acadians are requesting support. Go. Thank you, brother. Ultramarines!
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord. What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Vox your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush.
I called it. I called it. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Dark Resurrect, welcome. And okay. I was right. Yeah, before the game came out, I saw like one screenshot that showed like Zinch. I wasn't sure if it was PvE or PvP, or if it was campaign. So yeah, this time around, instead of Chaos Undivided or Black Legion like we got last time, we're getting Magnus's pretty boys. Come to Papa, bitch. Die, traitor. The lack of gore is disappointing, but that's lore accurate. Traitors.
Munitions secured. Purge the heretics.
Die, son of Magnus. You traitorous cousins. You will know the great enemy is truly dead.
That champion lies
These guys are easier to kill than the freaking Tyranid warriors were.
Changing magazine. Titus to Captain Akira.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You
Switch your power sword style off as better single
Heretic
military.
Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have lose?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry.
Ether.
What are we waiting for? Grabbing equipment.
I don't think Magnus will make an appearance. I don't think they'd put a Primarch in here. Then again, nah. I think they'd probably do a Demon Prince, but I don't think they'd go so far as to put a Primarch in here. Unless they also at the same time had Gilliman back us up or something. Uh-oh.
Cover him.
Oh, great.
I will grind your bones to dust.
That doesn't sound demonic.
Take a defensive position. We will cover.
Oh, it's... Wait, are those bloodletters? Oh, no, no, no. No, okay, no, no, no.
He's risking the entire mission.
For a second there, I was like...
That's over there. There are force fields covering the exits. They seem impervious to our weapons.
Die, bitch. Die, nerd.
Your treachery ends now.
I'll switch to heavy bolt rifle.
This will serve me well.
Yeah, the distortion effect really does fit with the Zinch too, so I do like that little tidbit they're adding. It's just funny how easy these guys are dying.
No victory.
No mercy to traitors. Go back to your god. Yeah, for Traitor Brothers, they do die pretty easily, but I guess that kind of does fit with the Rubric Marines, though. I mean, their talent was in sorcery. It wasn't really in...
The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery.
Yeah, they are dust and armor. That is accurate to the lore. But even with that, they're still supposed to be combat effective like with normal Marines.
Artifact destroyed.
Look, the force
Could also just be the difficulty level I'm on. I mean, I'm on normal.
Move through the exit. Brother, by the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself.
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet.
Respect. Unfortunately, you're an Ultramarine, so this comes off as you sounding like chaos. If you were a Black Templar, it would be good. But unfortunately, you're an Ultramarine, so normally you pride yourself on composure.
Tyrant, I order you to regroup.
I have other business.
Home, damn you. You will need cover. Move. I've never seen him lose control like this. He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
Heretic cowards. I will end you all.
Back to the wall for you. Restocking.
Atreus!
Fuck. And you. Die.
No victory for you here. Our side is clear. Let us cover Chiron.
Oh, come on.
Resupplying. Your treachery ends now. Munitions, no traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
You can jump right here. Killing Sons of Magnus. It
Sergeant,
really
check
is.
the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
The only downside is the lack of gore.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you will throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty.
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
You, the last few there.
Lieutenant!
It
should
is
see this.
annoying to shoot, but it is kind of satisfying. The space book does not approve. The sad part of that interaction right there, though, is you know a part of what's eating Titus about that is he's experienced firsthand what happens if you don't obey. Like, the code of conduct and stuff like that. He's in many ways trying to save Chiron from being excommunicated effectively, like he was, or worse.
It seems the traitor's motives are unmasked. Seems. You doubt they wish to stop Aurora? You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems.
Ooh, plasma incinerator. We gotta try that out. Oh, sure. Alright, open up, 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 open up. Oh, come here, you fucking... Die, bitch. Fuck. And you. Oh, crap. You teleporting bitch. I should execute him. I need the armor.
This must be stopped. Why? The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin. Why wasn't it destroyed? It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it. And you're just gonna hand it over to Luz. Let it continue. These are my orders.
Again, you feel bad for Titus. He did the right thing before. Hey, Gallo. Are you playing with viewers? Not right now, no. I'm trying to experience the campaign without, like, having my friends in my ear. So I'm doing the campaign solo for my first run. Once I finish the campaign, I'll be doing co-op a later time. But I hope you're enjoying the game. Oh, fucking heretics. Die. At least if you're gonna simp for one of the Chaos Gods, either do it for Slanesh because you're a horny bastard, or do it for Khorne because you're a Chad. Don't die. I'll send you back to Magnus.
The champion lies defeated. Area secure. Down the order.
Yeah, man.
Spell is broken.
Why are you a Zinch hater? I don't hate Zinch. I'm... Oh, Mark III. Yes! The best armor set. I don't hate... I don't hate any of the Chaos Gods, really. The only thing I hate in 40k is Gilliman, and by extension, the Ultramarines. I don't really hate Zinch, he's just not as cool as Khorne. Or at the very least, as memeable and horny as Slanesh.
It reeks of the warp. Raise the
Devote yourself to Slanesh and be fueled by everything every other god wants, but in extreme levels. Cool if the enemy was word bearers. I mean, it would be interesting, but Zinch wasn't a bad choice. I'd say if they do a sequel to this one, though, like another one, or do a DLC thing, maybe the next one should be either World Eaters, Word Bear. Word Bearers are kind of part of Black Legion, though, so we technically already fought them if you want to count the first game. So I would say for the third game, or for a big DLC patch, if they do that, have like Sanguinius. My boy! My angelic boy!
Look! It shrinks from us. Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
Hold position at the altar. Very well.
Heretics sent such a meager force to meet us. Show them the error of their ways.
Die, creature!
More abominations that wish to die. Leave these monstrosities to me. As hollow as your fallen brothers. You at least can still breathe.
God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, health gets shredded fast. Enemies later in new classes of DLC. Let's go. Finally got some love. It's rare. It is rare, to be fair. It's rare for Chaos in general to get any kind of love. So, I'm not going to discredit that. And Chaos have been routinely shafted. I want to say since the last, like, lore-wise for sure, for the last, like, 4 editions. Well, no, that's 6th edition and 7th edition. They were actually pretty cool. I'll just say the last 2... 8th, 9th, and 10th. So the last 3.
Look, it shrinks from us. Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell. The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us. Show them the error of their ways.
Damn it.
No victory for you here. Hold this ground.
Fuck you.
That champion lies defeated. Deploying frag grenade. Your treachery ends now.
Plasma rifle's pretty fucking, yeah.
Clearing the way. Reloading.
Fuck you.
Yours as hollow as your fallen brothers. You at least can still bleed.
Dance for Imora's amusement.
Purge his sorcery. The heresy is affecting my very eyes.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Okay, that's a good way to do a Zinchian enemy. Have like illusionary mirror images and stuff. That's clever. Almost there. 3 more %, baby. Let's go.
Destroy the altar.
Okay, good. We can destroy it now. Boom.
Their sorcery is undone. Lieutenant Titus, the Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up on our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Solid
Lance of
mission.
Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors!
Wait, the center of the door would be melted, wouldn't it? Okay, never mind. I was about to say, you know, usually when metal melts, it coagulates. Oh, opens right up. Okay. My hello. You're infinitely less techy than I would expect.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead.
You are to replace him. Lose.
The thing is, don't get it twisted. The Imperium is bad by our metric, for sure. In their universe, they're not. It's entirely about perspective. If you are viewing them from our worldview, with how good we have it by comparison, yeah, they suck. And it's an authoritarian empire where entire worlds are turned into just manufacturing planets with billions of people are said to be servants all day long. So it is a miserable existence. However, they're not doing it to be evil. It is to survive. So it's entirely about perspective.
Go ahead.
Titus.
I've already tried out the melter rifle,
Confirmed.
Titus,
and it is a very good gun.
a Captain Titus, was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
Surprise!
Morius Luz, come with me.
So by official record, they said he was dead. I mean, that makes sense. Like, they sent it, he got excommunicated effectively, sent to the Death Watch. It probably would look better on record if they just said he died. So that tracks.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administer and maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
What was that between you and Luz? Irrelevant. I disagree. That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help? You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Again, I don't blame Titus whatsoever for being reserved with these guys. He was betrayed by a battle brother before. So, this totally, yeah. Walk past the open Space Marine room after you visit the Chaplain and listen to the dialogue. Okay. Too late. Or hopefully not too late. But like after the cinematic. See you later, Nico.
Confirms contact with heretic Astartes.
How many?
Astra Militarum.
Well, after I visit the Chaplain, okay.
Lord.
Heretic Astartes. They're showing up in every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
Beating a Hive Tyrant is fucking hard. Like, 3...
That's all I can spare.
I was about to say, like, so we're going in with 6? Okay, that makes more sense. Still, though, a Hive Tyrant... Like, to give you guys an idea, for those who don't know lore-wise, Marnius Calgar, the chapter master of the fucking Ultramarines... Okay. The chapter master of the fucking Ultramarines had basically, you guys know the Monty Python scene? We're spending 2 squads with the... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But, if you guys have seen the Monty Python scene with the Black Knight, where he gets his, like, arms and leg cut off, and he's like, "I cut your arms off." No, you didn't. Yes, I did, right there. It's just a flesh wound. Calgar literally had one of those moments, not as comedically delivered, but he had his limbs and shit torn off by a fucking Hive Tyrant. Yeah, a squad's of Terminators could go either way against a Hive Tyrant. Standard Ultramarine, like, Primaris. This is a bit of a lore stretch. I mean, it's a Hive Tyrant. These things... I will say they can't go... that's a bit of a stretch. Say they can go toe-to-toe with a Primarch. But they'd be a foe for a Primarch for, like, one-on-one. I'm pretty sure the Primarch... Like, no matter what Primarch we think of, the Primarch would definitely be the superior foe. But Hive Tyrants are no joke. They are the big boys. Like, top of the line. You want... champions. You want big fucking things going in. Like, a Dreadnought and 2 squads of Terminators. That's what I would send to deal with a Hive Tyrant. And that's if I could keep the rest of the Hive busy. You send them in alone with no backup, that might be a lost fucking battle. Oh, fuck off, Ball. No, they're easy to kill. Even the firstborn scout can kill them. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Don't. In the co-op mission, it makes sense. What? Is that making sense? Okay, I'm trying easy to kill. No, they're fucking not. They are brutally hard. Lore-wise, they're brutally hard to kill. But I know what you're doing. Fuck off. Okay, but I'll trust you that they make sense of it, but standard tactical Marines, effectively, and assault Marines, even Primaris, as cringe as they are, no. I will say this. 9th edition, I know for 10th edition it's changed substantially, but I can't remember what the nickname for it is, but the army list where it's all big monsters for Tyranids was fucking brutal. Every Tyranid player always went to every tournament with that. I think it's something Stampede was the nickname for it, the army list. Okay, so Nathan said to... After I speak with the chaplain, go to the big room with... Okay, so... Should I...
The captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge.
Fuck you.
I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time.
And if you're Leandros, it's your fucking fault, you bitch!
Then you are unfit for this duty.
I hate you. I'm so convinced it's... I swear, I'm gonna apologize to everyone here substantially if I'm wrong and it's not Leandros. I'm just gonna be like, damn, all that hatred was unfit. Alright, so Nathan said, go to one of the open rooms of Marines facing in listens.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours. Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see.
Varellus always did put
I
his
find you
brothers
have a
before
history of
himself.
it. I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from
He
ruin.
took his arm off along with half my helmet. The 1 degree of deflection saved my life. We only had to mourn his pauldron that day.
The Emperor will remember his valor long after we join him. Forgive me, brother.
You already hate him? You hate him even if he's... I mean, if he isn't Leandros, I'm less hateful a little bit because chaplains are kind of assholes. No, normally, it's their job. Like, they're the guys in charge of... Well, the Reclusiarch's in charge of the relics, but... They're effectively the... Well, for non-religious legions and chapters, like the Ultramarines are supposed to be, they're... For context, for those who don't know 40k lore, the Space Marines, broadly, even in the modern 41st millennium, know the Emperor wasn't a god. They worship him effectively like one, but they know he's not one. They don't pray to him. They don't like see him in that light. There are key exceptions, like the Black Templars. They fully believe the Emperor was a god, and that they worship, they do hymns, they do the full nine. But a good chunk of chapters, and certainly the founding Legion chapters, like the Imperial Fists or the Blood Angels, etc., 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 most, if not all of them, I can't think of any off the top of my head, all remember that the Emperor wasn't a god. He was a man. But he was a man that that created them. He was the dude. He was basically as close to a god as one can get, but they don't believe in him as a god. If that makes sense. But even within those, the chaplains, the Reclusiarch, there's still that religious vibe there. Again, they do worship him, but as a man, not as a god. Primarchs are weak, yeah. Yeah, the sin is leader of mankind instead of god of mankind. Exactly. That's most of them. So in those chapters that are non-religious, the chaplain is more so enforcing the codex and like the rule of law, but also enforcing the chapter's given traditions. So think of the chaplain as more or less the one to maintain the soul. We'll go with that, the soul of the chapter or a given chapter. In a religious chapter, like the Black Templars, they are both the traditional upholders, the artifact keepers, the disciplinarians, and they're also like priests on top of it. So chaplains in the Black Templar are a lot bigger fucking deal. Not that they're not a big deal in normal. Again, it's weird to explain. What would you think about this type of gameplay, but the first and second Orc War of Armageddon? I mean, the first game we already got like a taste of that, but given that the first game, yeah, no, I'll stick with that. The first game was effectively that, so if Comrade Gamer, if you haven't played the first game, play that, and that'll answer your, like, it would work perfect. Because we've already had it. It was the first game. Because the first game, primarily, we were fighting orcs. So it worked fine. Alright. So, did I go to the right one? I still love him for more than Leandros. I hate how he died. I mean, we didn't really get to know him, so for maybe it's just I'm a heartless douche, but I was like, yeah, as soon as he volunteered to go with us, I was like, red shirt, he's gonna die. I was ready for it, so I was expecting it, and kind of, if anything, it made me chuckle. Yeah, he seemed like an honorable, cool dude. Yeah, But I mean, I saw it coming, so. If only the... I wish... For that, I wish they would have done, like, another... Before introducing him right before he dies, they should have, like, had him be in several missions, like, as a character we interact with. That way his death would have felt more earned, as well as, you know, not have been as easily predictable. You know what I think would be fun? A guardsman's perspective of an invasion, whether it be Cadia or Vrax. I know Darktide is similar, but I'd like something other than Left 4 Dead clone. No, that could happen. The problem is like, you can see him in the battle barge. Well, you can see him, but it's not the same as like cinematics, right? Like in game, like, you know, you're doing communications. He's right there. He's a bro. He's helping you out. He's like, all right, I'll stick with the Cadians while you guys move on. You know, that kind of thing. And he's like a regular bro you encounter, and then he dies. Having him just be a background character, you can like easily walk by and totally neglect up to that point. It's kind of cheap. But rest in peace to the real one. You know, I don't know why I did this. This doesn't work. The Aquila. We'll do that. Rest in peace to the real one. You know. What was the name? Valeris? Did you ever recover Vet Sergeant Sidonis? Or did they ever recover? Or is it... I don't remember. No? Like an old school Modern Warfare 2 style game, but with as a guardsman. Yeah, that'd be cool. That one would be like the... It could be a standard Cadian, but in my mind, it's like if you want by the end of the game for them to live and it be like believable, either you have to put them against just heretics with only the occasional Astartes to worry about, or Chaos Astartes, or you'd have to make them like a Tempestus Scion or something elite for it to be like believable that they'd live by the end. Hell, a game around Lucifer Black being ordered to leave Terra to go do a mission, like Custodes-esque, not the level of the mission Custodes-esque, but like you know how Custodes are somehow sent out to protect very important people that are predicted by the Emperor, like via like things with the Emperor and stuff like that, and they're sent on very specialized tasks. Technically speaking, if my lore knowledge is not failing me, the Lucifer Blacks could do the same if ordered to. So I could see like a squad of them being sent to handle something really substantial that a Custodes can't and Astartes aren't available for. So, Imperial Guardsmen versus Chaos Guardsmen. Yeah, but again, like, it would feel wrong if there were no, like, demons or Astartes, Chaos Astartes to appear there, so they would... You would have to put them in as a specialty group.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready.
We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a 3-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Oh, I know how they could do it. If they did a... Yeah, if they did like a Battlefield style... Oh, motherfucker, Nathan beat me to it. God damn it. Dark Resort, not gonna lie, let's see. I can't take credit for it, so I gotta give credit to Nathan. Yeah, a Battlefield style 40k game, that'd be dope as fuck. Yeah, vehicle indestructible maps. Yeah, that, and it'd be cool for like a campaign if like they started out with like dealing with like a renegade planet rather than chaos. That way it could still be human on human, and then towards the end of the game they like add in like either a chaos cult or something that a human level group could deal with potentially.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
The storyteller from Shoddy Cast is
It
passed.
should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Forgive me, I don't
They
know
have
what you're
3
talking about.
men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is
Storyteller
that
from
message?
Shoddy Cast.
Speak your mind, brother.
Oh, getting confrontation.
Search the archives. You were once captain of the Second Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A black shield. You would
Oh,
erase your
they adjusting
chapter
it?
markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Bullshit.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
The Fallout lore teller. Well, rest in peace. Again,
Delta Wing.
without looking it up, I'm not sure what you're talking about. But rest in peace to his passing. Sorry to hear that.
Thalassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox reports. Damocles out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the arch enemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
We are in the presence of angels.
Tenacious and relentless bloody men and women that ever crossed the stars. Cadia, our home, lies scattered across the stars. But do we relent? No, sir! No! For we are vengeance! And we shall bring death to any that threaten the sacred soil of the Imperium. You will give your life in the name of our holy Emperor! Sir, yes, sir! Will you give your life in the name of all that is good and pure? In the name of our holy Emperor? Sir, yes, sir! Then take up the Cadian standard and hold it high so that the enemy will know the name of their executioners!
Good shit. Very good shit.
You are a boil on the pride of the Cadian Guard. You
Oh.
have disgraced yourselves.
Ooh, commissar.
abandoning your
I was wondering if
brothers.
we'd see one.
Your punishment is dishonorable death.
Traitors.
Squad! Ready? Aim! Fire!
Lore accurate. Only downside is, lots of commissars would want to be the one to do the killing. It's like, nope.
I have failed you. I beg of you that you forgive my cowardice.
Well, they're next to be executed. Get what you deserve, traitors. Fuck yeah, gentlemen.
The stink.
Entering the Vox Blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out.
Oh, dude. Basilisks. Wait, no, I don't think those are basilisks. Those are... For a second there, I thought it was a basilisk. There's disappointingly few Lehman Russes. Hydras, that's what... Yeah, that's the one. That's what those were. For a second, I was hoping it was a basilisk. I would love to see an Earthshaker platform. Like, that'd be dope. Oh, if they did a Battlefield style 40k game, how dope would that be to mount and fucking shoot? Especially if they made it as lore accurate as possible. That motherfucker, like, You like pull, you'd crank that thing, you'd aim it, and you fire that shit. Oh, the thundering destruction an Earthshaker could do. That thing would be such a massive. That'd be so good. That would be dope. That would be so fun. An Earthshaker platform. Goddamn.
Chiron, if we encounter Chaos forces, you need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant. Disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch. I understand.
Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier? It was not your business. And now it is. You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue.
I don't really want to do the plasma gun, grenade launcher.
This will serve me well.
Ooh, multi-melta. We haven't used a multi-melta yet.
Open the gates.
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
Stand aside.
Move your bitch ass.
Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close the gates.
Spores! Engage!
Oh, this is reminiscent of the cinematic trailer for the game. No, there you go. Oh, fucking.
Assail my senses.
Wait, did they change my handgun?
Target destroyed.
I thought I had my plasma pistol.
Resupply it.
And don't want to waste it. Execute it. There you go.
Restocking. The spores collapse the bridge.
Wait, I have to reset my loadout every mission? Really?
Proceed.
Oh, that's lame.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
Oh well, I'll adapt.
The path is clear. Spores. Acadians will make short work of them. Indeed.
Whoops. Fuck. Whoops. Acadians. Satisfying crunch. Hey Tiki, do a barrel roll. I can't do a barrel roll, but I can do a side roll. Oh, that's epic. Oh, we're not supposed to go.
Found our exit.
Or we are supposed to go this way.
A relay. Our brothers are getting hammered down there.
Delta Wing. We have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Oh, that's six. Okay, so they wound it with. Okay, that works. Okay, good. I was about to say, if Hive Tyrant getting taken out by just 2 squads. But no, if they're hounding the damn thing with artillery first and injuring it before we get there, that makes more sense. Okay, that's a bit more clarity. Even then, it's still gonna be a chore, but it makes a lot more sense. Frame rate's tanking a little bit. Alright, smoothed out. There we go.
Another one dead. Ready to deploy special tactics. The door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
Oh, ammo cache.
Munitions secured. Incoming mines! With this, we shall defy death's grasp. Loading up.
We have power.
Open the door.
Okay, so far very little resistance. Ah! There's the resistance.
Cut them down.
Enjoy. Back off. How many more missions you'll adapt? But according to the Android's critics, fuck off.
To all appearances, yes.
Furiolation. Yes, I had a premature Furiolation.
The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same. Kill them all.
Oh. Way to go! The Nids are jumping into the fray. Gimme. What a bloodbath. Noise. Yeah, that was fun. Let's keep going.
Resupply.
I do want the plasma pistol, thank you.
Get past this.
Let's see. Boss makes $1 while I make a dime, so I watch Asmogan while taking a shit on company. One of my coworkers lives by that saying. It's like boss
Heresy and corruption.
boss makes $1 while I make a dime, so I shit on company time. He constantly says that exact same line. Good old Phil. Hope you're enjoying while you're taking your shit. Yeah, no, maybe. Fucking Terminators. Okay. Fuck off. I didn't think we'd see any Terminators. But here we are.
End of the hall.
Well, that was fun. Scarab occult. Terminators get annoying quick later? Okay. There's a mission that's 2+ hours? Oh, okay. I don't have time for that, so that'll... God damn it.
Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pat and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You mean to jump? Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry. That's quite a shot. Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the Hive Tyrant, then our little excursion was all for naught.
I have that model. I've had that model for a few years now. I still haven't painted the damn thing. I primed it and assembled it years ago. It's still on my shelf. Freaking bunker. I will say this, it is so cool looking.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows. If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
You say there will be a massacre. How do you know that? Why else would the traitors be trying so hard to stop us? lieutenant said it himself.
There's deception at work.
Oh, here we go.
If you got something to say, Sergeant. Damn it.
Pretty epic right now. What the hell is he doing? That whole sequence is weird. Cool, but weird.
Gabriel, you're not thinking straight.
I could say the same of you.
Damn it, you are an Ultramarine. Now act like one.
Yes, Lord.
Ironically coming from Titus, who is the least Ultramarine Ultramarine.
Well fought, Guardsman. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Changing magazine.
No, no ammo refill or grenades, okay.
Jump back engaged. Target destroyed.
Space Marines!
The Tyranids have broken through. We will not make your time.
Aaron, he's mad at? Like, that's what I got from that. I have a feeling that's not what they wanted that to come off as.
Meridian, do you read?
Again, it was just odd.
Signals being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Thalassa, report.
The vile Xenos slicks.
Thalassa, you cut out. Repeat. Thalassa!
So are 3 objectives. None have been achieved.
No going back now.
Okay, good. Grenades.
Engaging process.
crap. Ah! Where are we supposed to be going then? Recover, Jesus. Execution would be better, but basically he is prideful? Prideful or prideful? And started annoyed. Titus took his commands, and he has been having more and more suspicion about Titus till he kind of snaps. It's that if that was what they were going for, that really didn't come off great. I mean, it came off like I said, it came off like a temper tantrum for a second. Just, I'm gonna go run away and shoot stuff. You shoot stuff. Fuck you, man. It's like that really obnoxious teenager moment. Ah! Damn it. Okay, well, we're supposed to go over there anyway.
Repositioning.
Prideful. Okay. Asmo, here's a reason to hate me. Gadriel is a close name to Galadriel, and just remember what they did to her in Rings of Power. Fuck off. I don't want to. Hey, Hunty. Thought we were friends, Nathan. Oh, you caused me pain. Okay. Ooh, rifle. I'm assuming we're coming up on the boss fight? Okay, I'm gonna grab.
A fine gift from the floor.
I'm gonna grab the Melta, and hopefully I don't regret that pick.
Jumpers are struggling with all this dust.
Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed on foot.
Ah, okay.
The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed. Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight.
Come on, Talassa.
Come to Papa. Fucking die.
Another one dead.
Another one. Another one. Another one bites the dust. Damn it. Another one bites the dust. God, the frame rate's dipping a lot here. That it's processing a lot in the background because there's a fuck ton of swarms over there. Ow. Oh, damn it, connects. Just more target practice, I guess so. Carnifex, where? Oh, there it is. Ow.
Another one dead. Reload.
Oh fuck.
Tyranids, take my sight. Need ammunition. Deploying frag grenade. Munitions secured. The Emperor protects. Changing magazine. Throwing frag grenade. Restocking. Deploying frag grenade. Fight is wild. Frag grenade deployed. Resupplying. Xenos toxins.
I swear to God, if I die.
I have slain the Carnifex.
That was a close call.
Restocking.
That was epic. That was badass and epic. Wait, why is the health bar still there?
Special tactics.
Oh.
ready.
Oh. The game is like, you feel special about that, do you? Well, here's two more.
What is this?
Thalassa.
They killed the Hive Tyrant.
Oh, we're not the ones to do it. Okay.
All of them.
The Hive Tyrant was
shit.
controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Thalassa?
Thalassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates.
I feel like I need a cigarette after that. God damn it. Holy shit. I thought killing Hive Tyrants just made the Tyranids feral, not making them...
I will make sure the captain
Well,
hears of your deeds.
rather than the pop like a droid show of Phantom Menace.
commendation.
It's a little of both, because the synaptic... I'll let it keep going. The synaptic feedback would kill...
Is that right?
A good... not a good chunk might be a strong word. It does make them go feral primarily, but the synaptic feedback would kill some of them. It wouldn't kill all of them by any stretch, though. It would... It depends on how big the swarm is and how reliant they are on the one Hive Tyrant, but it would kill... Let's go with, if I'm being generous, 20% of whatever given forces is nearby them. The rest would go feral. Couldn't it potentially kill other synaptic creatures because more feedback? Well, it depends on what you mean by other synaptic creatures. If you mean non-Tyranids, I'm not even sure what you're referencing at that point. But like I said, the feedback I just said, like the feedback would kill some of them. When you say synaptic, I'm assuming what you're asking is would it kill psychers? Not unless they're connected. The synaptic feedback would... It's kind of like this. If you have a radio, and someone else has a radio, but they blast through their frequency, like a heavy metal song, and everyone on that frequency would be like, ah, fuck! And a couple people would like have their eardrums blown up. But if you're not set to the same frequency, why would you be affected just because someone else with a radio signal sent out that loud noise? So that being said, it's a little different with psychic energy, so it depends. If the psyker in question is around them and is trying to connect to the Tyranids, or is at the very least actively using their psyker abilities, and they're somehow caught up in the synaptic link, then yes. No, I mean like killing other synaptic node creatures. Well, that goes... would it kill them? Well, like I said, like... It depends. The Hive Tyrant dying would kill some of them, but not all of them. It's not a guarantee. Like if I kill a Hive Tyrant, and it's like the only one for this given like sect of the swarm, it's got the biggest dick of the synaptic control, but those nodes exist for a reason. If the Hive Tyrant dies, sub-nodes would appear. Now that will cause the vast majority of the Tyranids, if my understanding is correctly, to go feral. But some of the Carnifexes, some of the warriors, zoanthropes, whatever have you, would die as well, but not all of them. It's not like it's not a wholesome game. And the few that would survive would establish kind of sub-nodes, but that the greater intelligence would still be gone. So whatever that given like node of Tyranids was doing, they're kind of stuck doing. So let's say a Carnifex was leading a large group of Homorgons and Termagons to attack a specific position. Once the Hive Tyrant dies, and let's say that Carnifex doesn't die due to the synaptic feedback, it would basically just it's kind of like a program that has no master program to reference back to once it's completed its objective. So that node of Tyranids would just continue to just hang out in that position, attacking even the remnants or whatever they were sent to attack, but they're kind of stuck. All other Tyranids that aren't connected to a node or were connected to like the synaptic nodes, like the warriors and such that died, they would go feral. Like no objective, no anything. They're just nuts. So it wouldn't cause a potential change. No, it would. Like, that's... You're not listening to me, man. It does cause a synaptic feedback. That feedback doesn't guarantee death. Like, that feedback, it depends. Proximity, how many Hive Tyrants are in this given swarm. If it's just the one, which there usually is only one in like in a larger swarm, then it wouldn't kill them. It would not kill everyone instantly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not like, oh, everybody's dead. It would kill proximity-wise, definitely the nearest ones, for sure. But wholesome? No. And you see it pretty well in the tabletop as well. Like, in the tabletop, if you kill the HQ unit for a Tyranid player, it's a big deal, because it causes the whole board to get chaotic. But it's not like, oh, I win now. Like, I killed your Hive Tyrant, so your whole army's dead. And it's not just because of game rules. That does actually relate to lore. Like, killing the main hive mind or hive mind connection doesn't kill everything. It causes a synaptic feedback that'll kill some of them. It's more likely to kill a synaptic node that's directly attached to the Hive Tyrant, especially when it died. So Carnifex, Zoanthrope, etc. But not all of them. The remainder would either be stuck doing whatever task the Hive Tyrant communicated to them from the hive mind, or they'd go just completely feral if they didn't have a specific objective that they were just looping.
The Hive fleets cast a psychic shadow that tears the minds of psychers.
I don't already
Denying worlds in their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late. Let us get to work.
Alright. Fucking cherubs, man. Oh boy.
Shouldn't be here.
I have a message from Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message. It. Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence.
No, this is
There are no guarantees.
Okay. Yeah, this is an astropath. Basically, she's similar to a navigator as well, like in terms of like the psychic connection and all that. Astropaths are freaky. Psychers.
What does she mean? What is this? I do not know.
You wish to bring Olga here that you may kill him! Heretic! Heretic! You will betray us as you betrayed them on Graia!
Oh boy.
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
He sees the power stone by himself.
Zinch is corrupting her. Not Zinch directly, I don't think, but Zinchian stuff.
Enough!
Kill him!
What have you done?
Yep, yep.
How gracefully you dance.
I'm sorry. The freaking disc thing. It still makes me laugh. It's so cartoony. Smash it.
I assure you it will be brief.
Imura. Time to die, cousin. Fucking come down here and face me like a real warrior. Yeah, heretic jargon, blah blah blah. Ow. Fuck off.
Munitions secured.
Go back to hell, nerd.
No victory.
Eat my bolt around speech.
Changing magazine.
Shit. Hold still.
My own eyes to see.
What? Oh, he's a 2-stage, that's why. Okay, I thought that was getting kind of easy. Ah, fuck. Fuck you! Fuck you and your magic sorcery! Ah! It looks like it wasn't a matter of letting. He just did.
Did he escape?
Bitch!
I don't know.
Fucking nerd.
Lieutenant Titus, come in. This is Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
Well, this rogue trader and
I was a boy on Cal for
I
the
think
word
there was another one, wasn't there?
I came to know the mark of chaos.
I mean, yeah, bolt gun. Bolt gun and a huge Zinch representation.
I understand your
Although that
actions,
also had Nurgle
but
in
your
it.
suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
That's right. You toe the line, bitch. Never Havoc. Unfortunately, especially with GW's determination to go mainstream, Slaanesh is definitely getting minimized in exposure. Even though Slaanesh wants all the exposure. So the most like normie audience friendly they can go is probably they can do Nurgle, they can do Zinch, and they can do Khorne. The one they can't do is Slaanesh. No, I don't agree, you Kagane. Not in the way. Nah. They're too determined to avoid. They might do it for LGBTQ reasons, but then they can't portray Slaanesh accurately at that point.
This
if they're gonna make that thorough line.
Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered? Where is Luz?
Inside. They have the facility, Luz, and the power source.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right.
Think of the children.
What's that theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium.
Begin Slaanesh love when GW opens support up again.
We've prepared an assault,
I don't need
but
to
it
see
has
that
little
shit.
chance of success unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demerium. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the heretics.
The Sword of Atreus. A battle bar.
I just noticed this, but all of their like lower plating is now like all the way up.
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred.
It's kind of distracting me.
It may not fly, but it might ram. A long shot to say the least.
Worth a try.
Very well then. Navigation.
It's been like that for an hour?
Probably dead.
I believe you.
We can't afford to miss. He's right. Someone will need to get close to the target and place a beacon. Our offensive launches in 90 minutes. The Emperor guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.
Lieutenant Titus, see me on the crew deck at once.
Must I?
As you wish, Chaplain.
Ensure brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
Those Marines would make great enemies. They would. The satisfaction you get from shutting up the most obnoxious dubstep pros. Well, the thing is, like, the Noise Marines chose the design are based on like heavy like rockers, right? Like heavy rocker boys. So ideally they'd be playing rock and roll. Just a really obnoxious rock and roll.
Using an ancient battle barge as a
Then again, there's
battering
also the
ram.
one with the trumpet, isn't
An
it?
unorthodox approach.
You disapprove?
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that. Why reluctantly? Because it will go to your head.
Also, what is the significance of the third company, the Smurfs? Third company. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me do the checkaroo. I only know about as much of the Ultramarines as I care to know, which isn't a ton. Third company. Ultramarines. Scourge of Xenos is a battle company, a chapter, one notably, okay. Lexiconum. Okay, fucking ads. Third company has long been given the duty with confronting the most dangerous monsters that the Imperium has to face. To this end, the company has long emphasized anti-Xenos combat techniques and is often supported by First Company Terminators to lead operations against Space Hulks. The third also makes prodigious use of aggressor squads and Centurion warsuits, typically arming both for close-range battle for use against Xenos. Warriors of the third routinely see action in the Death Watch. Those that survive are almost always given the title of Tyrannic War Veteran. So, they're the anti-Xenos dudes. And Titus was second company. And for those who know the lore, you're going to say, wait, Cato Sicarius is the captain of the, or was anyway, the captain of Second Company. Correct. The Space Marine 1 and 2, both are, as far as I know, unless they tried to make it canon in a weird way, but they're both non-canon to mainline 40k. Like, these events are not happening in mainline 40k. This is a parallel universe that's basically 40k. The only difference is a couple characters either don't exist or replaced by others. In this case, Cato Sicarius never existed, or if he did exist, he's somewhere else and doing something else. But Titus was captain of Second Company instead. Like, it's literally the only difference. Like, it's still 40k in every other point, but it's not technically canon to mainline 40k. Because they switch some characters around that don't exist. Alright, let's talk to you. How horrible. So I can pick this timeline, right? If you want to run with it, yeah. And the only, like I said, the only difference is Cato Sicarius isn't there.
The Astra Telepathica, an accusation of heresy.
Fuck you.
Our voice was puppeted by her.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate killed your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Kelgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the burial. Board Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault. Time to go.
Okay. So I don't have time for the next mission, but we'll get all the way up to launching it. And then I'll wrap up to this then. Goes next against Necrons. What a douche canoe. Yeah. If that's not Leandros, he's pretty much as bad as Leandros at this point.
The majority of their forces in the Numeralian Basin. Talassa has the warp.
The thing is, if it is Leandros, I do need to point this out. If it is Leandros, notice how he's determined, essentially, to reaffirm his own bias. Like, you notice that? If that's Leandros, he's constantly looking for even the slightest thing he can say is like, yes, I was right. He's basically trying to justify his betrayal of Titus. Like, he's absolutely determined to confirm his own bias. So that one means one of two things. One, he was guilty of, he was guilty of his betrayal of us. And ever since, he's just basically been constantly in his head like, no, I did the right thing. I did the right thing. He was the bad guy. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. So like ever since, so now he's just kind of, he's like, yeah, I know you're chaos, and I'll prove it. I wasn't wrong. I'm never wrong. Like, that's where he is. Put the emotional support Indian in the poo. What is with you with poo? Like, seriously, dude. Like, what is it with you and shit? Like there's beating a dead horse, and then there's beating the skeleton of the dead horse. Like, my guy. Maybe the story. I can't say anything. Okay. Point is, he's basically trying to do confirmation bias.
Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to
because he doesn't want to acknowledge that he fucking betrayed us.
Establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium, but the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Gilliman, for the glory of Ultramar! For the glory of Ultramar!
Yay! On. Me armor myself in what I prefer. Although I don't know if that'll save that.
Galio,
Alright, we'll stick with that.
theoretically, could Tacticus armor withstand a suborbital drop? Gravis is too cumbersome.
Melee's not available? What?
Negative. Extreme risk. Dense debris fields litter the entry flight path.
But if we avoid the debris, could we survive the descent?
Calculating. Survival probability equal to 62.4136. Unacceptably low.
Thank you, Galio.
Smurfs begin marching to war. Marching to war. Alright.
Orbital drop without Gravis armor.
It is a sound strategy.
With a 38% failure rate.
We are facing much less favorable odds today.
Alright. So, we'll end today there, because I am out of time. I have got to get ready for work this very morning. So, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to leave a like before you guys head out. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully for the wrap-up of the campaign. That way I can start getting to the co-op before the weekend. Because this weekend I want to get back on track and finishing painting that goddamn Gunpla, so I can then finish the video that it's going to be connected to. And, yeah. Asmogan is invisible pain where he hears the cry for... It's not invisible. I'm very visibly in pain. Listening to Smurfs self-flagellate themselves is always fucking annoying. This is ultra uncomfortable. That's one way to put it. But yeah, thanks guys. Love you all. Hope you guys see you later. And tomorrow, let's hopefully see some revelations. And if Leandros is indeed that fucking chaplain. God, I hope they give us the option to at least deck him. Like, at least deck him. Anyway. Bye-bye.